Hey everybody, bonjour, welcome. Today I wanted to share a really special art piece I made, inspired by a story from a book that has greatly impacted me. The book is Serpents and Other Spiritual Beings, Ojibwe History Series 2 by Bombijik Isaac Murdoch. It's written in both English and Anishinaabe, so you'll it's a great way to learn language while reading stories filled with wisdom. You'll really enjoy it if you love stories about Indigenous culture and history. The art piece I created comes from one of the stories in the book, which is about a young boy's vision quest, a deeply spiritual journey where he finds strength, wisdom, and guidance from a powerful serpent. Let me tell you the story. It begins with a little boy who is just 12 years old, who is taken to an island called Shkol Gayin, the place of fire. He is left alone to fast and pray for his vision that will guide him. Day after day after day, the boy grows weaker. He becomes so thirsty and so hungry. The boy realizes something is wrong, and he walks down to the beach. While that boy is tired and exhausted, he decides to go to sleep. One night, the boy has a dream. In the dream, he sees a small black tail wriggling out of the sand. It's the tail of a snake. When the snake emerges, it speaks to the boy and says, "When you wake up, I want you to come look in the sand and put some tobacco here, and I will come for you." The boy wakes up, weak and barely able to move. He feels like he's at the edge of death, alone on the island, exhausted from fasting and praying for days. Desperation fills him. If no one no one comes, he knows he'll die here. With the last of his strength, he places his tobacco down on the ground and calls for help, his heart heavy with fear and sorrow. Just as the boy feels like he can't hold on any longer, the serpent comes. It speaks to him. "I heard you. You need me. Close your eyes and pray for your people. Pray with all your heart. Hard times are coming, and the more you pray, the more I grow." When he opens his eyes, the serpent is enormous, 40 feet long, with great big horns. Those horns? Before the serpent leaves, it says, "I am Gimbig. I am the guardian of these waters. When you gave me your tobacco, it made me feel good. Always remember that I am here, that I am watching." After the serpent swims away, the boy walks to a nearby rock. He finds some red orca paint, sacred color, used for marking visions, and paints the serpent on the rock to honor the transaction they made. From that day forward, the boy carries that serpent's wisdom with him. He grows up to become a very powerful medicine man, all because he held on to those serpent's horns and received its knowledge. This story stuck with me, and I want to capture its power and beauty in my work. Let's take a closer look. The main focus is the boy riding the serpent across the water. I wanted to show the connection between them. The boy's hands holding onto the horn, symbolizing the transfer of knowledge. The sunrise in the background represents the transaction or the transformation, let's just say that. Just like the vision quest itself. It's a moment of crossing between the spiritual world and the physical world. I use swirling patterns along the serpent's body to reflect the spiritual nature and the connection to the water. These designs are inspired by my artwork, if you've seen any before. If not, it's inspired by Woodland art, and it's representing the interconnection of the land and everything. Spirits, water, knowledge. You'll see this a lot in a lot of works like this. The borders of this piece are filled with symbolic elements, like the flowers, the water motifs, and the hands raised in prayer. These are small details, are a way of grounding the story in tradition and ceremony, just as the little boy's journey was both a personal and a spiritual experience. Also, I just really wanted to add along near the hands that you see where he's grabbing and like showing the snake, those are tobacco leaves. So that's another part of the story that I felt was really important. Just want to add that. Thank you. This story teaches us about resilience, prayer, and the importance of spiritual guidance. It also reminds us that when we connect with the spirits and show them respect, they watch over us and guide us through life. I hope you enjoyed hearing the story behind this art piece. It was an incredible experience to bring to life through painting. Well, digital painting. But either way, it was enjoyable. If you're interested in hearing more stories like this or hearing about Indigenous culture, I highly recommend picking up Serpent and Other Spiritual Beings, Ojibwe History by Bombijik Isaac Murdoch. It's a fantastic book filled with knowledge. And there's also another book before it, The Tale of Nanabuju. That's the first book. This is the second book. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, maybe subscribe if this story resonates with you. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the story or even on the artwork. So feel free to drop a comment below. Miigwech, and see you soon.